And welcome back, folks, to more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last time we played, we just got control of our ship, just started. We need to find a navigator, what's the name again that I forgot? Red robe guys, Mechanicus guys. Magos? We need one of those. And we need to go to a prison. Tech priest. Engine seer. Yeah, something like that. So, we get to choose. Do we go to the prison planet? Do we go find the navigator? Or do we go to find the tech priest? We didn't do anyone so far. What I played many years ago, I think I did navigator first, then the engine seer, then prison planet. We'll do prison planet first. Okay, let's do it. So far, chat has been grooming us to become a heretic. On chat has leveled up, I think. All right. Do I have a level? No. I don't think I had a level. I'm almost there, though. Judge chat, of course. We are a warrior. We've taken breach. We've taken endure. You know.
Repentance in prison is but a weak shadow of a true transformation of the soul. Only in battle, by abjuring the flesh and cloaking the soul in flame, can one earn absolution.
Yeah. Can probably give the mantle of heroism to someone. You? Abelard? Gloves of endurance. Whenever the wearer of these gloves suffers an injury, the allies get 1-2 damage. We'll give that to Abelard as well. Where's Cassia? I got some bad news for you. I didn't get Cassia. At least not yet. Oh, yeah, it's one-handed. Little sword and board. Okay, looking good.
Sometimes it suits the Imperium's functionaries to have a criminal spend the rest of his days toiling in a pit, working for the good of the righteous, until his last breath. We should deal with this.
Sure. Your lordship, 1,000 pardons if I addressed you improperly. Have you come on behalf of Governor Medine, or are you here on other business? If it's the latter, you ought to know there's been a riot in the local prison. It's quite dangerous here. Abelard, teach this riffraff the proper way of addressing her sovereign. Yeah, you always have to have Abelard. Officer, the person before you is Judge Chad von Valancius, a rogue traitor. Although you are, from what I gather, a subject from another dynasty, you would do well to introduce yourself with proper decorum. At once, Captain Raquel Vicari, servant of House Winterscale. I'm looking for Henrix. Is he here? What happened here? There's been a prison riot. It's led by the prison warden himself. Okay. The young lord has wished to speak to the warden personally. He left to meet with the insurgents. All right, well, let's go. Anything else I should know? So the rebels have holed up in the barracks. Expect heavy resistance. I've got no more questions. I have not been to Rykad Minoris. I am sorry. There's a trap ahead. What should we do?
I better myself through my service.
Is there anything around here before we go in? Anything to pilfer? Nah. It's looking kinda grim. Alright, what do we got? Nothing. Something here. Goods over there.
Cast your eye there.
Hey, your virtuousness. How are you doing?
I was born to wage war against darkness. I am always doing wonderfully when danger is near. Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
Let's send Argenta here to disarm the traps.
Duty prevails.
I like how our damage dealer is our trap opener. Or trap disarmer.
We need to investigate.
Argenta.
Onward. The Emperor favors me today.
Doubt is for the weak. A new challenge for me?
What do we got? Some papers. Why me? I missed my tithe payment 12 years ago. 12 years. Blah, blah, blah. Hey there, Brelix. How you doing? Poster over here. Uh-oh.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Come to chaos!
Come to chaos? Oh, no. playing on hard,
I serve
which,
the ruinous powers.
I mean, we could probably die pretty easily.
Death to the weak.
Well, bash him.
Rookies.
Did I just bash my guy? Whoops.
My tactics are flawless.
Whoops.
Nothing I can't do.
Unbelievers.
I did another mistake, by the way. It's fine. We just woke up. A Grenadier Guard. A shot. Try that again.
Faith without deeds is
Okay.
worthless.
Nice shot. Okay, they're custom. How's the vacation?
I've never felt pain like this.
Why is Abelard so slow?
Victory is imminent. Indeed.
Charge. Target's too close. The grenade guy is kind of worrying me.
Someone else can do this. I'm not interested.
Out of my way.
Could dash into that guy. Oh. Line of sight. Alright, well, we'll just go and go say hello. Hey, little buddy.
You didn't stand a chance.
Get ourselves some extra health.
Chaos guides
Magenta doesn't have a good line of sight here. I don't think I can shoot Grenadier Guard. Well, we'll just get closer.
Move through me. Be the fire in my heart. The witch has fallen. Leave her to rot.
Oh! Forgot that guy.
Your aegis, O Emperor.
Oh, that's bad.
I will do my duty.
Hey there, Freeport. How you doing?
All too easy. Already done.
Such is the will of chaos. I bring ruin.
Streak unbroken. Who is this guy?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
We literally just talked about the streak relics.
Slaughter someone. Show me what you've got.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Oh, he didn't die.
I'd rather not. It will be done.
It is a lot of streams.
Victory is imminent.
I am your doom.
I've suffered worse.
Doubt is for the weak.
I'm here, maggots. Ha!
Enjoy your
This nimble prisoner is killing us.
at your beck and call. Reduced to dust. Indeed. Let's see how they respond to this. Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
Oh man.
Absolutely not.
Get bashed, idiot.
Nothing I can't do.
Magenta again. Got nothing. Nothing she can do.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
He's so fast. How does one stop someone who's so fast?
You won't fail me. 'Tis 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 'tis
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Which four chatters would you consider a nimble prisoner?
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
None of you. Oh my god, look at this guy. He juiced.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Is he juicing?
Victory is imminent.
Oh my god, would you hit something?
I will take all of you with me.
High momentum.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Let's get to it.
He's unbelievably nimble. I can't catch up.
At your beck and call. One fewer to
There we go.
Not a problem for me. Never wavered in the face of adversity. Already done. Nothing of value has been lost. I tire of idleness. Let's move.
You already got injuries.
None shall stand in my way.
All right. We've got some medical kits. Who's got best healing though?
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows. Ministration is a holy task. Let me tend to your wounds.
careful now.
Yeah, that's it. That's the med kits are for the fresh wounds.
We must act.
Yeah, that was rough.
It's about time. Doubt is for the weak.
I better myself through my service.
Isn't popping back to the ship bad though? No? Gas cloud grenade. Give that to Argenta. And Amelard.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Stump revolver, chest plate, horse grenade. So I'm the only one with the crummy armor. I'm a warrior with crummy armor. Beds are bolted on the floor. That's true. I do have a shield.
Tell me about, namely the mess in the wardroom last week.
Ugh, stop blaming me every time one of the officers flies off the handle, old man. Not every brawl or disaster on this ship is because of me.
Prison guard key. We'll take that. Hey, Adira. Got some bad news for you.
That wasn't so difficult.
I should have known all that charity from the warden was nothing but trouble. Well, looking pretty chaotic here. You're not reading at all? No, we would spend like 15 days in the first area. Since the game is so huge, we have to, you know.
Done.
Oh, we leveled up. My brethren, the dawn is nigh. The Optimates will guide us into a new existence. Yes, yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. What? Thank the throne, normal looking faces. Thought we were gonna die here with these nutters. Don't shoot us. Oh, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot. But sitting out wasn't an option either. Warden lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join the festivities, so we had to, you know, play along. That's all it was, play. We never meant no offense. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over, so we can go back to our cells. A repentant, honest heretic? How novel. Tell me more about the warden and the riot. Here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, Honorable Master Casteglia, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things proper. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, a punch in the choppers, work again. But the new one, you know what his first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners. 3 meals a day? The man was mad. Things only went downhill from there. The guards quit with the teeth punching. The warden forbade them instead. The overseers started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging their pickaxes harder or whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they put together a list of best workers. If someone on that list showed good behavior, they'd be promoted. That's how it was at first. Then the warden decided It's the Optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of the punishments. And it wasn't the Overseer's job to watch the prisoners work. It was the Optimates. And let me tell you, that's when the goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as our dear fellows, the Optimates. In the old days, you had maybe 5 or 10 stiffs kicking it a week. Now we're lucky if it's only 50. Warden Casteglia moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry, under the dome. I think something in his new home scrambled his brain. Started spouting the wildest things. Like the Optimates are saints. He started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned, and the ones who did, he wouldn't recognize them. They were more beast than man. They were butchering people left and right. The guards, the overseers. The warden himself had armed them. And that's the whole story. The old codger's right. Whenever nobles start giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. I mean that in all due respect. No offense. Which 4 chatters would you consider your Optimates? Neme, Ara, Basil, Finboy. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? We're different from the prisoners, from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves. No one's serious. Yeah, we're cut from a different class altogether. We're fortune seekers. Why don't we tell you where on Footfall Station? You know Footfall. You can find some very serious business-minded people and a very special discount. Alright. Have you heard of the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the Expanse. Alright. Very well, she'll spare you. If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's this district, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. There's a bar there. And in that bar, in the back room, certain Riza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Backval says hello. Heretical, you may go. Iconoclast, I shall not leave you to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Dogmatic, I have changed my mind. You will not leave this place alive. Worst Judge Chaos? Okay. Level time. It's level time. Alright, we have a choice between Reckless Strike, 20 armor penetration, 8 damage, ignores 15% of the parry. Every enemy who survives an attack will attack the warrior in return. If the target attacks the warrior during this round, the warrior gains 1 AP. The warrior gains the Slash ability, which costs 0 AP and has 1 charge. This ability and Slash cannot be used in the same round as Charge. Warrior gathers all their might for a crushing strike. Their next melee attack pushes the enemy away. This ability cannot be used with a heavy rock saw. Haunting Scream. Everyone attacks the warrior. What do we do? Taunt? Sworn enemy? Breakthrough? Forceful strike? I feel like taunt would be good. Reckless strike? I mean, that's good if you want to finish off an enemy. Let's go sworn enemy. Coercion. Could go athletics as well. We'll go coercion. No, I'll go taunt. I feel like taunt might be better. Like, if we're gonna be like the tanky boy, might as well go taunt. Abelard will make him the reckless strike guy. Give him athletics. Adira, everyone's favorite character. Don't we want to be Chaos Boy? Well, it doesn't matter, right? Okay. This freaking class, I never know what's good with it. I mean, fresh target seems good. At the start of the operative's turn, the enemy with the largest number of exploits suffers one more exploit. When the operative is in partial cover, their cover efficiency is increased by 15%. The bonus is doubled if the operative has not moved. I mean, that could be good. On their first turn in combat, the operative randomly distributes the same number of exploits as when using analyze enemies among all enemies in a 10-cell radius around the operative. Maybe. The operative inflicts an exploit even on enemies which are out of the operative's line of sight at the start of the turn. That sounds really good. Probably want intelligence or willpower. For our psyker. Probably willpower. Soldier! Get more ballistic skill. Want to shoot straight? Oh. Controlled shot. The soldier gives a sign that they're about to open fire. The soldier and their allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. So I guess you do that before doing burst fire, and then you wouldn't shoot your guys. Dash could be pretty good. Next ranged attack, area attack made by the soldier deals 100% damage. That's also pretty good. That's good for the burst, right? Let's rapid fire. Soldier's next ranged burst attack will have a base rate of fire double, but deal 25% less damage. I mean, that's fine, though, because you fire more bullets. Should we go rapid fire? I'm thinking rapid fire or dash. Dash is good if you get caught. Rapid fire is good if you want to mow down. What do you guys think? Well, bursts are not considered area attacks. Oh. Gun goes brrr.
Fusion prevails.
Bowhammer. One-handed shotgun? When the wearer uses Endure, remove burning, toxin, or bleeding. That's actually pretty good. I'd do that on our dude. All right. Oh, and we got chainmail. Look at that. Actual armor? Maybe.
Victory awaits.
Some bodies here. Camera, please. Camera! Lord Von Valancius, my greetings. May the light of the eternal Terra shine forevermore. The young man before you offers an impeccably courteous bow, then straightens his back and looks at you in the eye. Not as a show of defiance, but as a cool confidence. Bane Winterscale, younger son of Caliglios Winterscale, at your service. Greet him with decorum, nod curtly. We can dispense with the formalities. Now we gotta greet him with decorum. Is there anything you can tell me about the Navis Nobilite station in this system? Our navigators are true recluses. Urak 5 Station is the sovereign demesne of Navigator House Orselio. As I said, they're remarkably reclusive, unwilling to interact with anyone, even the system's governor. However, they have a direct agreement with House Winterscale. Several navigators on the house serve on my father's ships. This is why I was granted personal access to the station for emergency situations and important negotiations. I've been to the station twice, alone. It is by the master's demand that even guards and servants be left on the shuttle. By the throne, it is a bizarre place. My emotions would shift from sudden trembling to carefree jubilation. For what reason, I cannot say. That station was far from uplifting. Every servant who tended to me had to have their tongues amputated. Once we're done, I can try to contact the station and request access for you as well. Allow me to use your access codes. My navigator is dead. If I fail to find a new one, the very first warp jump could spell a disaster for my ship. As a nobleman and a scion of the rogue trader house, you are obliged to aid me. It is an onerous task, trusting someone at first glance, but I've got a good feeling about you, Lord Valancius. Lately, the Orselios have been acting even more strangely than usual. They changed their access codes with unreasonable frequency. Right before I left for Riccardi Filia, my comlink received a message. How can a blind man see the starry sky? I presume it is the new passphrase. If it is of little help to you, you have my apologies. Lord Captain, while he's being all nice, why don't you ask him if you could borrow a few teensy planets of his? And later, if he asks for them back, you can say you can't remember where you left them. Trust me, works every time. Indeed, it is a personal matter, and if you will, and not simply because this incident occurred in a system that belongs to my father, the prison warden. He used to be a close friend of mine. I want to give him a chance to come to his senses, lay down his weapons. The desire to help a friend is a noble one. Well, we shall accompany you then. The lift cannot support both our parties. If you're going ahead, wait for us in the quarry. Okay. Camera, please.
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
I want to say Space Marine. You will say that much later.
I did fine.
This guy was killed by poison gas.
I won't tolerate weakness.
You know what's interesting? The word bread can be typed entirely with the left hand on a QWERTY keyboard. And the word milk entirely with the right hand. That's very impressive.
A new challenge for me?
Everything in the appearance of the man walking towards you, every gesture, his very demeanor speaks of his noble birth. This creates a stark contrast with his hair. Matted knot, clearly has not seen a brush in weeks. Crumpled in filthy clothing, his face pale, his eyes burn feverishly. Who are you? I was expecting my my friend Evane. Not an intrusion. Then your wait is over. However, I do not come alone. I am accompanied by the Honorable Lord von Valancius. I should have guessed it would be you. What do you want, enemy of Aurora? The Warden's words are suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in a cacophony of cries. This place, it holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic chanting of the voices, you can almost make out words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was open, for it contained a priceless treasure, the most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after a centuries-long search. That pit, there was something special about it, is there not? An item of value that was once buried here. You're too late, enemy of the truth. The Bastion has already fulfilled its great purpose. You will never find the trail of the reclaimed relic that now rests in the hands of the devout. Who's Aurora? Oh, so you managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess' designs without even knowing who she is? It's too late now. You'll never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. I do not like it when the people take the prophetess Aurora's name in vain. I desire her death, enemy of the truth. Wait! The time for words is past. Optimists, give your power to the harbinger of Aurora. Let your foes see the truth.
Take a knee and bow before me.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
I don't want to be sacrificed. I feel like if I'm gonna get demolished for sure.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
All right.
Out my way.
They will endure.
Here we go.
Crush the feeble. But of course, what an unfortunate turn of fate.
Insulting.
We'll be fine.
Was that you? Or
Maybe.
Indeed. At your beck and call. A tactically sound approach. It will be done.
I serve the ruinous powers.
I've suffered worse.
Chaos guides me.
All right, let's get our endure. Let's get our taunt.
Nothing I can't do. Forge ahead! All too easy. Nothing I can't do.
I serve the ruinous powers. Death to the weak.
All right, full auto. All right, that's pretty good.
Make it quick. Hold on.
I'll live another day.
On it.
Zap. Well, I guess it's a bit easier since we're also doing this first, right? Because I remember this fight being pretty hard as well.
Anything is.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Follow my lead.
Victory is imminent.
Endure, I guess. I do have a gas grenade.
It will be done.
Yeah, you gotta shoot the lights.
This'll leave a scar.
But I don't have the range for it. Makes the impossible look easy.
My tactics are flawless.
No me.
Already done. Suits my purposes.
That's right.
Strengthens me.
How many people do you know that defeated Lavos, not in the Black Omen, but in the Ocean Palace? At least 7? That's a lie. You're lying.
My faith. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the
Reload.
Emperor commands, I act.
Let's get to it.
We don't need magic for this.
But of course.
Get analyzed. The gas grenade's more of a problem.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
got no range. Oh.
All too easy. Not a problem to me.
Not worry about that.
Out of my way.
I was all torqued up from Mech Warrior. I told you guys it was in the
Rejoice
in the schedule. I pinned it.
faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, nuts. The schedule?
Let's get to it.
There's a schedule.
You miscreant!
Reload.
Was that you? Or anything else?
Just a minor setback. At
Yeah,
your
you're fine. Quit complaining. Yeah. Mech Warriors on next Sunday. It got moved. Zeller couldn't make it. Nice dodge.
chaos guides me.
Oh, Zeller's the patron? No.
I will
Where did you hear that?
field in righteous fury. I'll do it.
Magenta, please stop firing at us.
Weak.
Out of my way. Here we go.
We demand barony at next MP weekend. Okay.
Will do.
My ears are ringing. It will be done.
Nothing I can't do. I don't have time for this. Already done.
Pain cleanses the body. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, it's almost destroyed.
I am his will made manifest.
There we go. That's destroyed. This guy destroyed. Oh, damn. This guy destroyed. This guy destroyed? Oh.
But of course, what an unfortunate turn of fate. No can do.
Green target's too far. And analyzed.
Was it you? Or... Will do.
Skeleton cleric son or a dryad healer daughter? A dryad healer.
I've suffered worse.
What do you want me to do with a skeleton son?
My place is at the fore. Victory is imminent.
Time to slaughter someone.
Suits my purposes.
Alright, let's see if I can't bait him out. No.
Stay vigilant.
God damn it.
Let's make it quick.
They who discern the future own the battlefield. Ah! Anything else?
Get up there. Reckless attack.
Indeed,
Endure.
will be done.
Smash.
My duty. Reduced to dust. Look no further.
Everything here must be burned with fire. And what have you done? Curious indeed. What exactly has he done here? I do not know, nor do I want to know. These ravaged people, this strange glass, all this talk of Aurora. These are abundantly clear signs of lunacy and heresy. I wish I could understand how the man I knew came to be this way. One should not peer into the abyss. You got that right. That abyss happily swallows up wretched commoners and polished aristocrats alike. It likes naive idealists best of all. May I invite you aboard my ship? I just want it to be nice. I didn't actually want him to join. Oh, see you later then, MA. You say twin clanner EPCs. What do you mean, Mike? I got a speech impediment. What do you mean by that? You're making me self-conscious right now. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in... the Imperium Saints, it cannot be. I see it too. Whatever the thing in her study was, it was made with the same material as this junk. What? What? It's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend herself. First, those minions of the archenemy murdered Lord Captain Theodora. And now, this cannot be tolerated. This will not be tolerated. Come on now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she had thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. We could find out what she was keeping in her desk and why she went to get it during the attack. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood. Do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. I gotta stop reading, man. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket, and you no longer see a person. You see bad blood. An annoying hindrance. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? You're speaking of abetting the archenemy. A person who has tainted themselves thus cannot justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make sense of anything when you can just label them as a heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you didn't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you. Your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and moved on. Genta's right. The danger of heresy cannot be overstated. Idira's right. It is too soon to cast accusations of heresy. Sister Argenta, you will cease these insinuations about Theodora at once. I will not allow the name of von Valancius' family to be defamed by such words. Which you are walking a fine line between outright heresy and the barrel of a bolter. Shut your mouth before I shut it for you. Say nothing. I had to read the dialogue, guys.
Stand in my way.
It was very important. Are you not immersed when I'm reading? All right, so planet done. Tutorial planet. Now, this weapon's pretty good. We'll give it to Abelard, I think. Better than the axe. Improved armored body glove. Give that to Ira. Fire grenades. I'll give that to you. Give one to you. Two force grenades. All right. I wonder if, oh yeah, we are very close to a level. Our toughest fight was here at the start. Against that quick guy.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Oh. We never built a bridge. Oh, not the quit guy. The quick. Q-U-I-C-K. Yes, Quick Man. The wrestler. Hey, I'll leave. Okay. Rebellion has been crushed. Is Lord Winterscale alive? He is safe and in one piece. I shall receive him as a guest on my ship. Consider it done. Goodbye.
It's about time.
Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I've received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can get rid of them, of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes freeze in a trance. Occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculations. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all of that, so a resident ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they pose no danger. According to the servants, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of the mines not completely eliminated or by manifestations of the machine spirit. Okay. Go talk to Dan Rock on the ship. All right, where is Mr. Rock? Oh, there he is. Mr. Rock! Have you ever heard of the name Fiery Reckoning? I'm afraid it is not immediately familiar to me. Allow me for a moment. Von Valancius did indeed sign a contract with the owners of a vessel with the designation Fiery Reckoning. There are transactions, records of ship picking up cargo, and the data log ends there. Apparently, the ship had some interactions with one of the workshops on your industrial world. Okay. Something about the servitors? The servitors have been malfunctioning. Okay. I will take a look at these servitors. When his lordship arrived at the scene, he found the servitors in the same position they had assumed after they had been corralled into the bay, all standing in a long spiraling line facing the center of a strange formation. The moment his lordship crossed the threshold of the bay gate, their bodies jerked into motion, all as one, as if obeying a command. Servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. Technomats tasked with overseeing the defective units have reached for their weapons, but we have taken several steps towards the servitors. Demanded a report on the defective unit status from the Technomats. Ordered that one of the servitors be disassembled and its components investigated. Turned to me to announce his decision. I don't think we said that one, Mike. What is the report? There's a single key point that is in their behavior. They're quite capable of carrying out their tasks. All right, let's walk towards the servitors. Immediately, the servitors, each and every one of them, stepped towards the Lord Captain in perfect unison. They mimicked his movements with frightening precision. The rogue trader halted in place, and after a moment of thought, waved his hand, and the servitors repeated the gesture as well. And the Lord Captain physically turned to the technomats, so did the servitors, as if mocking him. Whatever the Lord Captain did, defective units repeated it without a moment's delay. Like marionettes with an unseen puppeteer. Should we examine the servitors? Alright, see you, Mike. Oh, we got a heretical command here. As High Factotum, it was I who prompted the entire inspection. It was thus my duty to follow the Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed fascinating irregularity. The servitors' pupils, normally still, were shaking wildly. Their bulging veins were pulsating under the copper collars. Be heretic? He suddenly drew an iridescent blade, one I've seen before, and he plunged it into a servitor. The moment the blade sliced open the pale flesh, a wild howl washed over the cargo bay. We heard screeching and cackling of servo motors. As if having regained the ability to feel pain, the wounded servitor struggled to open its sewn mouth. But all it could muster was a stifled moan of horror. The Lord Captain's victim fell to the metal deck, and all the other servitors came crashing down with it. We all felt the grip of an otherworldly, bone-chilling cold. As I met the technomats' fearful gazes, I realized that none of those present had any explanation for what had transpired. The Engine Seer Prime proceeded to the center of the spiral of servitor bodies, stood over them grimly, studying their lifeless faces, and spoke thus. This tech phenomenon warranted comprehensive study. Further investigation has been rendered impossible. Why did you listen to Bug-Eye? Every chat decision has been heretical, by the way. Every single one of them. All right. We now have a choice between finding our navigator or finding our tech priest. What do we do? What do we do? Navigator? Navigator it is. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. one of your officers seemed to be demanding an audience with you in person. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are antics of a high-born brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. I apologize, sir, but I must speak with the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain. Not at least because I see you have already seen to fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence toward a high-ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avril Event, requesting permission to speak on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. You may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. Sorry, Captain. Drastic times called for drastic measures. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the worker strike by any means necessary. I am convinced that this step is unwarranted. The crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wissarian and to intervene in what is happening on the lower decks. Where does he come into all of this? I shall explain. How do you feel when you see two chat officers bickering? I don't like it. Not on my bridge. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There's an established order in the way that things are done in this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course, when I received information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. As long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valancius will find refuge on her ship. You're far too heavy-handed. Arrests, interrogation, mass punishment. It has driven the people on the brink. Now there's a strike. 3 worker clans are involved. Master of Arms, the ship's enforcers report to you, yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize it is not my right to challenge my superiors. That being said, I entirely share Master Wissarian's opinion on what Fate pt.3 deserves. I must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself has introduced. Explain yourself. The ship's regulations state that the Master of Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers, and yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers who he has deemed particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Wissarian's experience and insight. The Seneschal has a record of fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superior encourages disregard for hierarchy among your lordship's servants. Today, an enforcer goes to today an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master of Arms that they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow, they go to the Lord Captain to object to the Seneschal's orders. I notice a pattern in these actions. Mr. Sourback, can you recall on occasion where I would encourage an officer to disobey their superior? Or one where I would overrule their order? Or show favoritism to those who merited more? None, Seneschal? Or there has been no such cases the entire time I have served aboard this ship? If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would make them pay for insulting your honor with blood. Your conduct in this regard has been spotless. Nevertheless, given your eminent position, a simple show of attention on your part is enough to erode the propriety of junior officers and inflate their sense of self, importance, and undermine discipline. And Lieutenant Vent, I swear, Seneschal Wassarian has never granted me any privileges, never once advocated for me, nor facilitated my promotions. Although he is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place, he has offered me extensive guidance in my service, for which I am grateful to him. While not all my fellows receive such attention, I know that at least a dozen fine officers whom the Seneschal keeps in his sights to ensure that they continue to strive. To prepare new generations of the dynasty servants, to instruct them, and to separate those with potential from those who have exhausted it. That is my duty as Seneschal. This ship has bays worth of pilots, enforcers, officers, technicians, and stewards who I have raised personally. By the throne, every third person standing on this bridge right now was my student at one point. Evidently, my officers are anything but a shining example of unity and adherence today. I have only myself to blame, I suppose. What is Depot 4? The poorest sector in the lower decks. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst, that means drunken fights and illegal rotgut brewing. We have handled the workers of Depot 4 in the past, and when we have done it so again, if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It's located on one of the most populated lower decks. Blah, blah, blah. What do you have to say? Don't have to say add anything. I'm certain the Seneschal was acting within his authority, but I will verify the soundness of his decisions for myself. An enterprise bordering on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. I will insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation, which then led to your and the Seneschal's involvement. I consider it my duty to go to Depot for myself. Okay.
Follow my lead!
Greeting, Your Grace. Osarian, take that, scum. Lower decks are all a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all of the locals with servitors. Keep moving. We need to get to the bottom of this.
victory awaits.
Which four chatters have exhausted their potential the most? Which one of yous has the highest potential but never fulfilled it?
A new challenge for me.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Relax, old man.
The sounds of heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Avrilevent of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of her superior, Master of Arms Stourback, which has arrived clad in armor. Lieutenant, get out of my way. Can't comply with that order, ma'am. It's my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken. I give the assault unit permission to open fire. We will crush the seeds of insurrection with full force. I want to speak to the strikers. But Captain, you've come down to us. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain this? Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to their limit, and they're lashing out. As if we don't know why these top deck units are being sent down here. Like that one there that the lieutenant won't let pass. Our clans are all inside the bay that's been sealed off, but the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who have had just enough. We're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who have risen up. A death squad has arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out. Striking? That's news to us, your lordship. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Here's the deal, your lordship. Your damned enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. As if they want to punish someone. They turn off the beating. They turn off the heating for whole bays for a week at a time. Do we get sick and freeze? In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs. All because of those enforcers. It's all true. Venton's the only enforcer officer who stood up for us. It is clear as day. Who had a mother from the lower decks who grew up amid ships and has no fellow feeling towards us. We're no villains here. We're honest workers. We're servants. We plotted no disorder. I was told that one of you was in possession of a cultist amulet. The enforcers said they were just looking for heretics among us. And anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. As for the amulet, they took it off a dead body. There's no cultist still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. Right. Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the Arch enemy's creations? Weren't you warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? What changes do you want? We want you to rein in your damned enforcers, to quit turning off the heat, and stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want enforcers gone from here. We want to be armed. Give us arms. We will govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves. Gone too far. They'll never let us live without enforcers breathing down our necks. They probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? For the first days out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist's body. We'll talk to them. I don't want empty gestures. I want real change. What is that? Coercion. Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into unarmed hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we will consider the rest. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need anything of that. Then it's decided. The persecution will stop, and I will expect you to assist in locating the remaining amulets. Should have executed them. I mean, we could. Four? All right. If you want to mow down everyone in Depot 4, you can start with me.
Submit and you'll die quickly.
You will fall.
All right. Well, that's a lot of people.
It will be done.
Hmm.
Follow my lead. Victory is imminent. Target well struck.
There we go.
Indeed. Break them around. I'll do what it takes. Emperor, protect me.
Oh, the lightning bolt's gonna be crazy.
But of course, farewell.
Look out.
Those inches. I'm enraged.
Quick, quick. Just a minor setback. This way.
So many gas grenades.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Nothing I can't do. Not a problem for me. Suits my purposes.
I hope Sourback's okay. She's kind of dead.
I can handle this.
Follow my lead. Follow my lead. Emperor, protect me.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Oh man.
Pain and duty go hand in hand. I will do my duty. I took care of this one. At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
There we go. Oh, Abelard's not happy about this.
None shall stand in my way.
Well, I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Well, are you pleased with your investigation? You made a harsh but necessary decision. Before that, you danced to the tune of a panicked junior officer. You put your life at an unnecessary risk in the midst of a potential uprising, and your actions triggered everything that followed. If you hadn't given Lieutenant Vent false hope and then snatched it away, you wouldn't have snapped. You had no business going anywhere near the lower decks. Is this how you see your future at the helm of Von Valancius Protectorate? Why are you so angry? I solved the problem. But did you have to be the one to do it? Did you consider what it might cost you? Remember Lord Captain Theodora? Do you think she ever stepped foot on the lower decks? If Theodora had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. Damn. That's... you shouldn't say that to Abelard, so we're gonna say it. We only did this to gain a level, of course. We had to kill our own crew. Alright, it's level time. Yeah, we should probably go 60. Oh boy, skill. Forge World characters can use persuasion, coercion, and commerce based on intelligence instead of fellowship. What's my stats? I mean... yeah, I guess. Forge World characters gain a stacking 10% bonus to hit chance and dodge reduction against any target they hit with a single target attack. So the more we hit someone, the easier it gets to hit. First attack in combat with any plasma or melta deals an additional damage. Okay. While wearing heavy armor, Forge World characters gain 1 MP, 1 deflection, and cannot fall prone. That's actually kind of good. The Arbitrator gains toughness equal to half of their equipped shield's block. I feel like that's good. As long as the Arbitrator has more than 90% wounds, they're immune to blinded, disturbed, fatigued, perplexed, slowed, and staggered. Okay, so as long as I'm full health, I can't get debuffed. You can parry with a ranged weapon. Pretty cool. Allies in a 3-cell radius deal more damage. Once per turn, the Arbitrator can throw a grenade that does not deal damage on impact. What does that do? I guess so, yeah. During the tactical phase, the arbitrator can be placed in a cell adjacent to an enemy. Whenever an enemy adjacent to the arbitrator fails a willpower resistance test, an enemy provokes an attack of opportunity. Okay. Arbitrators can wield two-handed shotguns with one hand. Oh. Yeah, if we wanted to go shotgun arbitrator, that's what we would use. With a one-handed shock baton or a one-handed power maul equipped, the arbitrator gains 10% to parry and reduces the weapon skill of enemies hit by this weapon by 10. Oh, so we went shock baton. That would be really good. We get 10% to parry, but then we're really specialized into either power maul or shock baton. I mean, it's good. You could completely ignore the arbitrator. Yeah, but we made an arbitrator though. Whenever the wielder successfully blocks an attack, immediately use shield bash against the attacker. That seems good. That's a block, not a parry. Yeah, I guess what we're gonna do is go like, where is it? Yeah, Steel of the Forge. We don't have heavy armor, so we're not going to get it now, but eventually we will. Steel of the Forge. We'll go heavy parry. We'll go shock baton. Yeah, I think we'll go shock baton for now. Because I know we've got one. It's pretty shit, but whatever. Still 10% to parry and weapon skill. And reduces weapon skill. Yeah, Mason Shield, basically. I mean, we might as well be our character, right? Or is it? Six to 11. Ugh. All right, Abelard, you're like my attacking guy. We'll go strength. Strength and weapon skill. +5 to the same you take, though. That's good for everyone, though. +5. But I don't know what he took for humanity's finest. On, yeah, toughness. All right, like I said, we got to make this guy our two-hander clobberer. What is a good move for that? Longer charge? Oh, that's a good idea. The shield only occupies a slot in a single weapon set. What does that mean? Weapon. I don't have, I don't think charges on this one. Well, the only movement, only movement is swift movement. I don't see charge. It's only for weapons. I'll give him swift movements. You, Adira. Until the operative's next turn, their allies' attacks also remove exploits and deal 3 more damage. That could be good. Target is blinded. I mean, that's good, but I guess you can give that to her and Argenta. Scales. Yeah, on your psi rating. Probably don't want to put tech use or logic because we're going to get the tech priest. Probably warlorp. Warlorp? Lore warp. Agility or perception? Or perception. Defaulter agility. Oh, really? Does 1 more damage and 3 more damage with bolt weapons. That's kind of good because bolt weapons don't hit that hard early. It probably is not that good later. Do we even have Furious Recital? I will go with that. Oh, it's the perception one. All right. We will take a small break. And then we'll come back to more Rogue Trader after the break, so stay tuned.